Now we here to talk about the actual draft. So now we're gonna talk about players in the draft just in general. Guys that might have piqued your interest. They ain't gotta be people that you think that your team is gonna take, but just guys in general that are just like, all right, we got some dogs out here. And then we're gonna talk about who's overrated and who's underrated. Now, before we get to that, I think we can all agree that JJ McCarthy is gonna fall into everybody's overrated category.
I got me a special one in that category, man.
Y'all should have watched this combine. That was terrible,
He's bad.
bro. He can't throw the ball. He's not good. He's not a good thrower.
Oh, okay. So hold on. So why did you say he's not in the?
He's not mine. My most overrated player, and this is probably gonna shock
You
you.
don't say Caleb. I feel it.
Yeah,
Please
that's
say
who it
Caleb.
is. Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah. He know more.
It's
He know
painfully
more.
obvious. It's painfully
Yes.
obvious
Why do you say painfully obvious?
because he is functioning on hype at this point. Every
Yes.
coach, every talking head is a Caleb Williams fan. But nobody talks about how Caleb Williams was in Oklahoma with his coach. I guess that's his favorite coach now since he's trying to go with him to Washington. They were underachievers. And there was no reason to kind of go on that path that they went on with the best, you say the best quarterback in the country by far. Head and shoulders above Drake May. Head and shoulders above the kid out of Oregon. But you can't finish. You go out on the coast. It's a perfect scenario. They had like 5 or 6 losses in a row. Come on, you ain't the best. You ain't the best quarterback at that point.
Hold on, because I'm not gonna blame him for the losses because that defense was atrocious.
Yeah, we got to talk about defense.
That was one of the worst defenses in the league.
Let me add on to the Caleb Williams.
Go ahead.
Real quick. So the reason I got him as overrated because if you watch the game, so I watched probably like 7, 8 games. If you actually watch him like go through his reads, he does not stay in the pocket.
He's bad. He's bad at staying on his
If
reads,
his first read is not there, he's moving out the pocket and he's making an easy throw a difficult throw. And in the NFL, they're going to bait you. So he's either going to run into a sack fumble, run into a sack, or throw a ball across the field thinking his college is going to be a big. I honestly think his ceiling is a Josh Allen type of player, like just a turnover machine with an arm cannon. I don't see him winning no Super Bowls or nothing, and he talks a lot. I don't like quarterbacks that talk a lot before you. You
don't like nobody that talk a lot.
Yeah, like you're not there yet. You're good, yeah, you're good, but the whole thing when he said he wanted a piece of the team that drafts him, that just rubbed me a little bit. Yeah, I was like,
NIL, man,
chill.
It's NIL.
Yeah, like you got your money, just chill. You got to make it there first.
All right,
but that's it.
Belk, Kinson, go ahead. If I got disappointments.
Most overrated.
Overrated. I'm sorry. Overrated.
Bo Nix. Sorry.
That's a good one.
Not a Bo Nix believer.
That's a good one. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm with you on that one.
In the beginning, me and my dad were kind of strong on the not understanding this Drake May hype. I feel like it was a lot of praise for Drake May. I understand it a little bit more. I had to do a little bit more research. I think I was just hating.
You was hating. He liked that.
I feel like Phoenix didn't get enough credit and Jaden Daniels didn't get enough credit. But Bo Nix, man, I'm sorry. I don't see it. Man's been in college forever at this point. I expect you to be good or expect you to put up a certain amount of numbers, and especially when we go out to Oregon and as weak as the Pac-12 really is, I don't expect him to be as good as some of these people claim him to be. Now, I do believe Drake May is a lot better than what I thought after doing a bit of analysis myself. So he's my overrated player for sure. Hey, honestly, I'm not mad at this JJ McCarthy. I don't think he's good. By no means I think he's the best quarterback or even the top third, like the third best quarterback in this draft.
He's not top 5.
He's not. But I do believe that he knows how to. He's a guy that you want to come in like we call a game manager, like Cam Newton's gonna call it. That's a guy you don't need him to do a whole lot. You just need him to do the simple things right, run the offense, and I think he can do that a lot better than some people think.
Hold on. Go ahead, because I'm gonna say my thought.
Will win you any games though.
Exactly.
Man, you got to be a game changer. He is a dink and dunk merchant, man. He's a merchant.
Running back merchant.
Yeah, Blake Corn carried the boy. Come on now.
Donovan Edwards had two touches and 2 touchdowns in that national championship.
What did you do at a national championship that wowed you? Nothing.
And that defense was full of dogs.
I think my issue with JJ is like I said, he's not top 5, but name me one. I guess falls back on Quez Watkins. Name me one thing that he does better than any of the other 5 guys that we all know are better than him. Because Peanut's got the best deep ball. Like, he is the best 25+ yard thrower in the draft. It's not even close. Caleb Williams is probably the best playmaker. Jaden Daniels probably got a good mix of everybody. And Drake May, probably in the same category as Jaden McDaniels, where they can do all. And at least with Bo Nix, I know he is going to put the ball where it needs to be consistently. I think the problem that I have with McCarthy is he don't do that consistently. It's more so like you know, you've heard this much more than I've heard this. He don't throw the ball. He don't throw receivers open. He's throwing 2 open receivers. So what was it? Roman Wilson and the other receiver balling out. But then you watch the catches they having to make. It's like, okay, how much difficulty in these catches because y'all are either A, extremely wide open, or you're running across the middle of the field on a drag route.
The same. We've seen a comparison in the NFL. He just went to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
the same. Brock Purdy.
Nah, we know Purdy's a jag. We know Purdy's a jag.
No, he's not.
We know Purdy's a jag.
I'm in between on Purdy right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in between on him.
But if we was to compare, and I know it's gonna be crazy different, but if we was to compare them two, you can understand where I'm coming from when I say Brock Purdy is like, I mean, JJ McCarthy isn't throwing guys open. He's just throwing the open dude.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and I know that happens to Brock Purdy because hell, every time I see a highlight, somebody is running past somebody on the 49ers. But he can still make tough throws, and then we didn't see that at all from JJ McCarthy. Especially them last 2 games when the defensive pressure was on, we did not see none of that. So,
merchant.
Yeah, but so now we do the underrated guys, and now this might be a little biased. There's 2 guys that I think that are underrated, or 3. One, this might be a surprise. Marvin Harrison Jr. Now I know he is like top 5, but I feel like he's being really disrespected right now. Like he is not being talked about enough as much as JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix and those guys. And those guys are going to be drafted after him. He is much better than all of those guys at his position than all the other dudes. And we talking about him like he about to get drafted in the 3rd round. That's my first one. My second one, Jatavion Sanders from Texas. Now, y'all know me. I love Texas. That's my guy. So, and seeing him in a Sarkisian offense and him actually being a threat and them actually throwing him the ball showed me that this dude, he could be a tight end number 2 for the Eagles, but that's neither here nor there. But dude can actually ball. He like 6'5", 6'6", 250. But he don't move like he's 6'5", 6'6", 250. He move like he's 6'4", 245. He moved like John Morant running down the corner of fast break. It don't make sense. Jumping over dudes is ridiculous. Now my last one, y'all might think I'm being funny, but I'm dead serious. Cooper DeJean, the white dude from Iowa.
Talk to him.
Cuz is like, hey, Cuz got game. Listen. He got a little game.
The boy got some game to him. I've seen the tape.
He got a little bit of game to it. I think because we had caught up in the whole race thing, seeing a white dude playing cornerback don't sound right. But him playing it, he played against some of the best receivers in the country and held his own. Now, Iowa as a unit, because Iowa didn't put up no points on offense all season long, it kind of overshadowed what the defense did. Because that defense was really good. And part of it was because he was on that back end. Because that defense, when we went to the ACC championship game and they was playing Michigan only had 10 points at halftime. So part of it, when you see somebody operating in that defense, I can't go wrong. You?
Okay, so I think my underrated player, and this is probably going to throw y'all off, but I base it on the idea that I saw this kid play in person, high school and in college. And in college, it was going against Drake May, and he was at Wake Forest. Sam Hartman.
Oh my God, that's right.
Damn.
Yeah.
That kid is a baller.
Yep.
He is a straight baller. Now, that Notre Dame situation, I felt like he probably should have just stayed at Wake Forest. I think you kind of bite off more than you can chew sometimes because it's a short time frame for putting stuff together, spring training and into the season. But that daggone Hartman is a spinner. He can spin that ball something. Yep. He can get it done.
I forgot.
Like I used to be hesitant on Drake May. And I think a lot of times, I tell Justice this all the time, basketball, football, until you see somebody in person, you develop a different view of what they're doing on the field. Yep. And when I saw them two go at each other, I was like, wow, this is amazing. These are definitely two NFL players on the field together that will both get a shot in the NFL. So Sam Hartman is that's my pick.
That's my guy. But we used to talk about him all the time. That was our guy right there.
I saw him playing the ACC championship against Pitt not that long ago, like 2 years ago, maybe.
2 years ago, yeah.
Pretty special, not gonna lie.
It's your turn. Go ahead, rock out.
We're doing underrated, right?
Yeah.
I got another white guy. Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
That boy right
that is a good one.
Yep.
That is a good one.
Another one of those people that's like again, it's the race thing coming in. To me, he reminds me a lot of what's the kid that came out of Clemson? He's on the Raiders. It was on the Raiders.
Hunter Renfrow.
He has a similar kind of ability with like to run his routes. It's the white guys like to be the typical, he's technical, he's this. That boy can flat out, he can run a route. That boy's a route runner. His hands, he can make the catches that he needs to. I've seen him make the plays. He's in the SEC for a reason. You're a white receiver playing in the SEC. You have to show up.
You got to be good at something.
Every day they come to find somebody to replace you. They try to find the next 5-star kid that's 6'4", 6 whatever, can run this kind of 40. They want to replace you the best that they can. This man showed that he can stand in there and ball. So that's one of my guys for sure. I don't know if I had a second. I think I had a second one kind of came up. That might have just been my one. If it comes up, I'll let y'all know. But that was my guy, Lad McConkey. Definitely feel like he's underrated for sure.
Go ahead, Kiss.
The two that I have, and I feel like low key, I feel like he's better than Caleb Williams, is Jaden Daniels, bro. Bro, if you've watched the games,
he's just dumb, bro. He's just dumb.
All right.
He'll get hurt.
He'll run into a hit stick, but he's a big playmaker.
Boy got talent. Boy got talent.
We can't have that. Listen, we can't have, you know what I'm saying, our black kings out there. We can't have our black kings out there playing the quarterback position, but out there, you know what I'm saying, running like Trent Richardson, not seeing that somebody is literally trying to kill you just because you are the quarterback. You got to.
I feel like they can get coached, though. I feel like they can get coached.
Most definitely.
You're not gonna be doing that in the NFL. And my number 2 is Rome Odunze.
Oh, he took one of mine. He's
a baller, bro. He is a baller. I remember watching those final games with Washington. Easy, killing dudes. Easy, bro.
He's making difficult catches.
Come on,
difficult catches too.
Every catch over the shoulder, man. He was tough.
Yeah, that's what I got for my underrated.
Go ahead, Tkilla.
So I had 4, but he just said it wrong. So I got 3 now. So I'm saying Penix is underrated. People keep talking about his injuries. But if you give the boy some time, he's slinging the pill. And he's going to be accurate with it too. It's going to hit the target. And it's going to get there with some velocity on it. Another one is Troy Franklin, wide receiver from Oregon. He fast, boy. He can run some routes too. He fast. He was every time he got a touchdown, it was either wide open or he did some playmaking to like he was thinking on the fly, like it wasn't his original route. So he can read the field if something breaks down. He knows how to move around when the quarterback moves around. And then last but not least, my boy Drake May. He been slept on this whole season. People saying he's gonna be average. They compare him to Sam Howell, whatnot. But a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people watched him play, but he can get out the pocket too if he needs to. He's sneaky quick, make something happen with his feet. I feel like if you put him on a team with a receiver, like a bona fide receiver, that offense will actually do damage. He can make something work with average receivers too, but I feel like he's the number 2 quarterback in this draft, in my opinion.
I know a good fit for him would definitely be the Raiders. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the Raiders would be probably the Raiders or Falcons.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to my boy Byron Murphy too from Texas.
Oh yeah, big dog. Now, I don't know if anybody's gonna have any. Do y'all the thought of like somebody that y'all like, but y'all know damn well that they just not gonna end up on the team?
I got one. He ain't even in the league yet. Brock Bowers.
Oh yeah.
Tight end from Georgia.
You said that won't end up on our team?
Yeah.
He'll go pretty quick though.
Yeah, he's top 10. He's probably going top 10.
Yeah, he'll go quick. I don't know,
honestly,
but I don't know who's in position to kind of throw away that early first. I don't know if you're throwing it away for Chargers.
I think that's a tight end that could change the game. Not change the game, but I think he's one of them tight ends that's gonna be around for a while.
He will be what Kyle Pitts was supposed to be before he got to Arthur Smith.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He has that. But anybody else?
No, I think that's a sweet tight end right there. They can get the job done. And he's done it at Georgia 3 years. I mean, he's unstoppable.
That's a true freshman. He was I thought he could have gone to the league as a true freshman.
As a freshman,
say that about anybody.
Yeah.
Especially in football.
That's hard to say, yeah.
He was out there balling. I know another player, I think, because like I said, we need a receiver. I think we'll figure out quarterback eventually, but Mike Evans being out there kind of floating around, that's a guy I would love to see come down to Denver.
They're saying he going to the Texans. They said the Texans going to get him and Saquon.
He's from Texas, it's around.
I can see that.
Oh, another underrated player. Bucky Irvin from Oregon.
Facts.
Oregon got some sneaky players.
He had some of the. He was playing Washington. He put a stat up like in the second half. He had the most broken tackles in the country. I was like, what?
I didn't know who it was until I watched the Colorado game. Right, I already knew Colorado was finna get smacked, but he came out there whooping on the boys. Like it was crazy. It was like a grown man running against Pee Wee League. They couldn't do nothing with him, and then I just kept watching him after that. And yeah, I think Bucky gonna be the number 2 running back off the board, if not one.
Okay, now I'm a like y'all saying guys like that. I have no idea where the Eagles is going. I honestly don't care as long as the defense. But somebody I know that I want that we will never have the opportunity to sign or draft, Joe Alt. Put him on that damn O-line. Let Lane Johnson walk. He's getting up there in age, so he can retire. He can do whatever he need to do.
Penn State?
He Notre Dame.
He a top 10 pick, right?
Yep. Probably going if
they say he going 4th, I think. I thought he went.
Yeah, but the Cardinals might trade out. So I seen that today too. But him going listen. We all we all appreciate O-line and D-line play.
Yeah, we like them hogs, man.
We like them hogs on this side.
We are hog appreciation group.
We not watching the games for the skill guys. We watching the games in the trenches.
We watching for them trenches, man.
That's how we watch the games.
That's where real football is played at.
That is where the real football is played.
That's where the game is won and lost.
If there's somebody that I'm excited to see in the NFL next year, it's Joe Alt. Because we all know north of that North Carolina line, that Mason-Dixon line, north of that, where the best O-linemen come out of.
Pause.
Nasty work. Oh, you know who we didn't mention? Nobody, and we've been talking about him the last couple of days. Fisk from Florida State. Ain't no, we didn't mention him at all.
We gotta talk about that man right there. I did not know. I didn't know his game. I'll say it like that. I was not aware of his ability.
So,
and I see this man come out run a 4.7.
Exactly. So
you know that lineman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so
740.
Yeah. He played in. He was in the ACC championship game. He had like 3 sacks. He was a problem.
Mind you, I don't care a lot about 40 at all. 40 to me does not
means
translate
nothing.
to football.
It means nothing.
But watching him, honestly, the combine alone, I don't care for the combine. To me, it's just a little showcase just to see who looks the prettiest doing drills. Because drills don't always correlate to how well you play in the game. Especially like if you really understand how football works and the dynamic of it. Some guys will have great combines and it are absolute busts. It's not even worth it. But watching him go through some of those bag drills and watching him, the thing that kind of set me up as a D lineman myself, when they're doing the pop-up drills, we kind of working the bags, watching him bend down around the last bag, how he dipped around the edge, that proved to me that this is a big boy that can get low and move. And he got good knees, good ankle mobility, because stuff like that sets you apart as a D lineman. You got to get low. The lowest man gonna win. And a lot of these bigger guys, they can't get down like that. The bend is really bad. Watching him be able to run that fast and also get low and dip between the bags. So they did the semi-cast with him and Byron from Texas. And the difference in speed from getting up and off the bags and dipping below that last one, that showed me that he's going to be a problem in the league.
You know why he was so mad? You know why he was so mad during that? Because he got cheated in that Final Four, but it's cool.
He did.
Anybody else got anything else you want to add before we do this mock draft?
Mitchell. Ain't nobody talk about Mitchell from Texas.
Adonis Mitchell? Yeah. I mean, but I knew that. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I found the perfect comparison for him. Somebody said he plays like CeeDee Lamb as far as like how smooth he is running routes. You know, CeeDee, one of the best route runners in the league. Mm-hmm. They say that about him in college. So, and part of what I liked about him the most is like not only did he do it fluently, every time he's making jump ball catches, he was running past dudes. What makes me smile watching him is like, okay, he played great, and I think sometimes we overdo it, but now I'm starting to grow accustomed to it and actually understand it. He played in the NFL offense with Sarkisian. Just slide right over. Now, I don't know if he's going to be a number 1 in the NFL. He'll make a great 3. Now, you put him in the middle, oh, it's a wrap. I don't think there's a nickel that can guard him. But him being a number 2, maybe, but I don't know about a number 1, not off rip. Now, unless he surprised me and kill it out there, and I'm taking back everything I said. But I think 2 or 3, like wide receiver 2 or 3 is a perfect spot for him. Like he might fall into the same range as Devontae Smith. To me. So. So that is all. We only gonna do like the first 2 rounds, maybe 3 of this. Hold on, all right.